And we are live. This is going to be a run. It's going to be a tough run through. Check 1, 2. Check. Microphone check 1, 2. Check 1, check. We got it coming, Steven. Check 1, check. Check 1, check. You got me now, Steven? You got me? Yeah, yeah. There we go. I see those levels jumping. What we're going to be doing, guys, is we're going to be upgrading everything here. Um, Made an investment yesterday. Got a professional camera. We getting everything. Hey, Rashonda, how you doing? Welcome in. We just gonna take care of some house keeping things while people are coming in to this live. But we're getting ready to really expand. We're putting together a really good looking set. Um, it's gonna have some really cool things. Hey, Coco, welcome in, everybody. Coco is the designated moderator, so she keeps everything in line. But we're going to be making some really cool upgrades in the coming weeks, days. Um, Obviously, the audio is better now, right? You guys can hear me good. Let me just adjust this camera just a little bit. There we go. And we're going to have the live stream chat going. Um, Made a lot of investments over the last week and a half or so to get everything ready for you. Now, I'm a professional when it comes to audio. But video is something that I've had to bring in some people and do some research on to get me up to snuff. You would think so, me being in California, that I have my video situation down as well, but I don't really cross over to that side. But now that we're doing live streaming and everything, we're going to be doing more and more of it. I'll be submerging myself into that a lot. But you guys are going to be very excited because we'll have the live chat going, much like how you saw if you are on TikTok, or if you're on if you've streaming on Twitch and other YouTube channels. So we got that all set up, ready to go. Just gonna make some final adjustments, do some test runs, and then we're gonna launch that. But I definitely wanted to do a live today because today is Kevin Samuel's birthday. March 13th. Now, I remember when I first started watching Kevin Samuels, I liked what I heard, but his delivery I knew was going to shake some people up. Now, I'm out of a Pentecostal church. I was born and raised Pentecostal. So, being that I was born and raised Pentecostal, I completely understand delivery tactics. His delivery was designed to shake people up. It was designed to grab attention. It was designed to really, yeah, grab you by the shoulders and say, wake up. And a lot of people didn't like that. We're in a different day. People want to be talked to very gently. Um, and I come from a place where no one talked to you gently. And then when I moved to LA, it was even worse. But a lot of people did not like his delivery, but I understood his message immediately. And the delivery was for shock value. It's just like when Howard Stern came on the scene and really shook up radio. The delivery was for shock value. But one thing that I could say about Kevin Samuels was he tried to help the black community. A lot of the uh, terminology that's in the community today from creators who are trying to adjust and fix certain things with the relationships, Kevin Samuels came up with that terminology. So on his birthday, I wanted to take a little bit of time just to recognize what the man was able to achieve. Um, One of the things that I learned is that it is very difficult to get parity across platforms. So you could be doing really good on one platform, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and then you fall off on another platform. He had parity. He had 1 million YouTube subscribers. He also had 1 million Instagram subscribers. That was incredible. That was incredible. And I'm really kind of thankful for Kevin opening up a conversation. I didn't agree with everything Kevin said, but I agree with most of it. One of the things that I didn't agree with was femininity. I believe that people just don't know what they don't know. Kevin would say either you're feminine or you're not. Well, if you were raised and you never saw femininity because of the structure of your household, you just don't know what you don't know. That's it. It's that simple. You don't know what you don't know. And one of the things that I really want to strive to accomplish as I stream and as I go over things is kind of teaching people. That's why I've opened up classes. Right now, we have the classes for the men. The first classes start on May 25th. If you want to be a part of that, hit me up at donpsounds@gmail.com and let me know. But we've started the classes, and we're gonna do femininity training for the ladies. I'm gonna bring in people for the femininity training classes, and things are gonna ramp up big time. Now, let's talk about TikTok a little bit. So TikTok, I have multiple new accounts because I've been banned at 80,000 and banned at 25,000. I'm not sure what's happening over at TikTok because on the last account that got banned, I got no warnings, no violations, no nothing. I just woke up one morning, boom, I was banned. But we're not going to worry about that because we're building a really good coalition over here at YouTube. This streaming will be live for the people that don't get a chance to see it right now. It'll be in replay mode, so people will be able to come along and watch it. We are ironing out all the kinks. We're going to have this thing rocking and rolling, I would say, by next week, testing everything right now and getting it in order. So we'll see our numbers grow and grow and grow over a period of time. And it's a good thing that we have a small, faithful few right now while we're working to get everything set up perfectly. But we're going to be doing some really, really unique and cool things. Now, every single Monday, Every single Monday will be Men's Monday. Now, what is Men's Monday? Men's Monday is going to be a live stream dedicated to men. We're going to cover everything regarding men, from relationships to leadership, from leadership to cologne, clothing, um, business ventures, traveling. We're going to cover everything. We're going to have some passport bros come through because that seems to be a hot topic right now. And I don't think that that's going away. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on in the show, but I don't think that that's going away. Um, we're also going to talk about relationships with the mother of your children, relationships with your mother, your family, your brothers, sisters, your employees. These things are very important. I don't believe that there's enough representation out there for men in terms of uh, talking about issues that they face on a day to day basis. This is something that I want to do because uh, rates of unaliving yourself for men are through the roof. Are through the roof. With this FTX scandal and collapse that just happened, as well as the Silicon Valley Bank collapse that just happened, a lot of times there's a lot of men out there that when something falls, when their world collapses, they lose money, something happens, they don't have the ability to pull themselves out of the gutter, and they harm themselves. And one of the things that we want to do is make sure that we on this show are addressing men's mental health. Yes, I might be in LA, but I'm still Red Cup certified. So, mental health challenges. And for you guys who've never seen me before, I'm Don P. And one of the things that I do differently than other people that stream live about these types of topics is I get very personal. No one will have to dig deep to find information about me to try to get me counseled because I try to do that to myself every single time I step on the mic. But the way that I look at it and see it is maybe the stories that I tell, the negative things that happened in my life, or the positive things can help someone. And in some way, it can give me redemption when it comes to the things that I would like to redo. We all would like to have situations in life over, times in life over. We all would like that. We ain't that lucky though. Life don't work like that. We can't reverse the hands of time. We cannot reverse the sun. So I when I get on this mic, I will be honest. This whole platform is based upon telling the truth. We're going to be having people, ladies and gentlemen, come on and talk about their situations, and we're going to be all about them telling the truth, being honest, telling the truth. And then the other thing that we do here is have a lot of fun. We want to have a lot of fun. We want to laugh. We want to make jokes. So if you are sensitive, this ain't going to be the show for you because I talk about things that are faux pas for most people. I talk about things that get me banned on TikTok, which I don't think will get me banned here. Chill, YouTube, as one of my friends on YouTube says. But because YouTube is obviously a U.S. based company, whereas TikTok is a Chinese based company, so the way that things are done culturally are a lot different. But before I get into my topics tonight, and we're going to talk more about Kevin Samuels since it's his birthday, R.I.P. Kevin. Before we get into the topics tonight, the first thing I want to do is talk about cologne. Now, this is going to be a sponsored area going forward in the future for different up and coming colognes and cologne makers, manufacturers. But I wanted to talk to you guys about how important it is as a man for you to smell good. A lot of you guys are just putting on speed stick or worse, the cheap $1 fast stick from the dollar store and going out on dates. And you're not making an impact in a lady's life. The better you smell, the more of an impact that you're going to make on that date. Trust me when I say this. So, I want to talk about some colognes that I like to wear. And I have probably almost 500 bottles of cologne now, even some that I've made myself. This is it's this great place, and I'm going to talk to you about that sometime in the near future that I go to near the beach that will allow you to create your own cologne, and that's pretty unique because you can get scents that obviously that you really love that's catered to you. But let's talk about cologne and let's talk about impact colognes now. Some of these colognes that I'm going to show you are very expensive, but some of them are really inexpensive, but they're classics because they're older. The price might have come down some. So no matter what your budget is, there's going to be a cologne in here for you. And I'll show a few every Men's Monday just so you guys can get a kind of glimpse of what I wear and see what you like. So the first one we're going to talk about is one of my favorites. It's Creed Aventus. Now, Creed Aventus this cologne is very expensive. It's very expensive, but it has a really fresh scent. It's beautiful. Like, I was wearing this the other day. I went to get something to eat, and I was sitting at the bar, and a lady was with her boyfriend or husband, and she was probably multiple tables down from me. And as they were leaving, she stopped and grabbed me and said, "What is that you're wearing? It smells amazing. I was wondering whether that was you that smelled that good." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm wearing a combination of two colognes because sometimes I mix colognes so that I get a unique smell." But Creed Aventus was one of the ones that I was wearing. Now, so Creed is very expensive. It's like $400, maybe more, and it's a bunch of different Creeds, and that's okay if you can't afford $400. I know that's very expensive. I want to show you a cologne that costs 2% of what Creed costs that will make a major difference on a date. Yope or Yoop. This is an amazing perfume. It smells rich. It's a good perfume to wear, and that's what it's called because it's an oil base. If it's an alcohol base, it's called a toilette. If it's an oil base, it's called a perfume. This is great when you're going out late. Some of these you want to wear during the day. Your lighter, more citrusy scents you want to wear during the day. These woodsy, heavier scents you want to wear at night. And this is great for a date. This smells like a man. And I'm gonna get a couple sprays in. That's lovely. I think I'll do a wraparound. Let's do a wraparound. Mm, that's nice. This costs like you can find this cologne at TJ Maxx Home Goods. You can find it at Marshalls, at a lot of places. It's like $16.99. This is not. We're not talking about breaking the bank here. This is pretty inexpensive. Um, then I'm gonna go to another one that's really popular, and this is Sauvage by Dior. You probably seen, uh, yeah, yep, it's fire. You probably seen Sauvage being advertised by what's the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean, Johnny Depp. Uh, but Sauvage is also another. I call this scent. This scent is like right in the middle. It's a great combination of woodsy and heavy, as well as light. And this is a very popular scent. They've actually come out with um, several other derivative scents of Sauvage. I like it so much in my I call it my go bag, which has all my toiletries and all of that stuff in there. I actually carry a small travel size of that cologne. It's really nice. Next, we have Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Now, again, this cologne is up in the $100 price range, depending on how big of a cologne you're gonna get, but it's the real deal. And this has a very deep woodsy smell to it. You're gonna smell like a man. I guarantee you, you get this, and the way that you spray cologne is a shot when it's a perfume, because it's not a toilette. That means it's an oil base. A shot behind each ear, one or two on top of the hands, dab here, and then you can go on the shoulders if you want. That way, you go on a date, you see a woman for the first time, maybe for the second time, and you go in and you hug her, and she's gonna be like, "Whoa, this dude smells good." Couple more, and then we're gonna move on. One of my personal favorites for a long time has been Dolce and Gabbana Light Blue, and this one is Light Blue Forever. This is a daytime scent. I always wear this scent during the day. So if I'm going to a business meeting, I'm at work, it's light, it's airy, it smells fresh, it's not overpowering. I wear this scent during the day. That's a beautiful scent. And actually, you can find those, I believe, also in TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Marshalls, Ross, discounters, and stuff like that. Like, cologne doesn't go out of style. If it smells good, it smells good. You know, in my opinion, cologne doesn't go out of style. People don't care. As long as you smell great and it's attractive, people like it. Now, this one right here is Versace. It's called Eros Flame. And believe it or not, I actually picked this up at TJ Maxx Home Goods. I was very surprised to see that there because this is a really nice bottle of cologne. It has a scent that cuts through. I like it because it really cuts through. Like if you go out and you're amongst a bunch of cologne wearers, high-end men, I'm gonna tell you, Kevin Samuels always talked about high-value men. High-value men wear cologne, gentlemen. High-value men wear cologne. You do not catch high-value men running around without cologne unless you're at the gym. And when they go in and they shower up, guess what? They put on that cologne. They put on that cologne. So, let's sink in and get comfortable. Get our cup where we can grab it because we got several things to talk about. Now we'll get into it and pick up the pace. We'll get into it and pick up the pace. If you're wondering what's in the cup, it's homemade lemonade. Not electric lemonade. Electric, if I ever say I'm drinking homemade electric lemonade, I added a little something to it. A little spice to it. But here we go. Let's get into it. The topic for today. I want to talk about dating rule, Don P's dating rule number 11. I have 12 total dating rules. You can find them on my YouTube page. But I want to talk about dating rule number 11. And that dating rule says that if you're going to see a woman who's dating multiple men, she must come to you on the first date. Now, let's talk about this because this really goes to attraction. A lot of times, men make the mistake of dating women, going out with women who they know are not really attracted to them. They know this. That is a huge mistake with you. At the very maximum, a billion other fish in the sea. It's a lot of women in the world, gentlemen. So you're going to have to learn how to put your ego up when a woman rejects you because she did you a favor. She saved you time, effort, energy, and money. She did you a favor. And you got to understand that. You really do. I'm going to stitch a video and remix it on YouTube where this young lady is saying this guy was begging her for an opportunity, begging her for a chance for all of this time, and she finally gave him a chance. Gentlemen, you shouldn't be begging anyone for anything in this life. What are you begging a woman for an opportunity for? She's clearly not attracted to you, because women that are attracted to you, you don't have to beg. You don't have to beg a woman that's attracted to you to make love to you or to go out with you or spend time with you. You do not have to beg. So, why do I keep seeing and hearing these consistent stories about men who have begged and pressured women time and time and time again to go out with them? I shouldn't be hearing this. We don't beg women to go out with us. We attract women who are into us. And if that woman is into us, then we take her out on a beautiful date. But this is where my dating rule comes in, because it allows you to better vet women, to get only the ones that you're attracted to and who are attracted to you equally. It works like this. If a woman isn't attracted to you really, she won't even go next door for you. She'll tell you to come meet her. And I don't advise men to go to women. I don't. If a woman does not like you really, gentlemen, she won't even go next door, let alone drive to the restaurant that's in your community, in your 10-mile radius. She's not going to do it. But if a woman is really attracted to you, she'll drive to you. I've seen women fly across the country to spend 5 or 6 hours with a man and then fly back. That's called attraction, gentlemen. That's called attraction. And ladies, if you're watching this podcast and you're not attracted to a man, please do not go out on a date with him. Please do not do that. You're wasting his time and your time. And you're preventing yourself from being able to find the guy that you want to be with because you're bored. No, but let's really look at this rule. If a woman is dating multiple men, and how do you know? You're like, oh, hey, Don P, how do I know she's dating multiple men? Most women who are modern women or women who you meet online, they're dating multiple men. I guarantee you they're dating multiple men. And some women, bless their hearts, they will actually tell you, and I like those women because those women are honest. They will actually tell you, yeah, I'm seeing a few people right now. Now, if she's dating multiple men, how in the holy hell you know that she's actually into you? The only way to find out is to have her come to you. Make a sacrifice, put some skin in the game. Gentlemen, we are past the days where we go pick up ladies on the first date. We do not know these people. And women are always talking about their safety. What about a man's safety? You show up to a place and she has people waiting on you. No, you want to get to know a person before you decide to delve into her hood. Hopefully she doesn't live in the hood. But you're already going to be paying for dinner, and you're going to be paying for some other things on this date. But you want to find out if this woman is actually really into you. Is she really into you? Or is she just bored and wants something to do? This is one way to find out. Gentlemen, I do not care how far that woman lives away. I don't care. She could be on the other side of the country. And you tell her like this. You tell her very simply, say, listen, you got to get here on your own. But when you arrive, I'm going to treat you like a princess. And you do that, gentlemen. When she arrives, you treat her very well. Treat her like a queen, a princess. Treat her well. Make sure that everything is arranged, everything is planned. You got awesome restaurants lined up. You got great activities lined up, a beach day. If you're in a coastal city, have that thing ready to go. And you do what's within your budget, but at the end of the day, have a plan. women really admire men who have plans. They do. They just do. They admire a man who has a plan, who's set up and organized. That tells them you can run a household. That tells them, man, I could trust this man to make good decisions. So you definitely want to make sure that you do that. But again, she must come to you. Now, if you're dating a traditional woman who is a known traditional woman, if you don't know the difference between a modern woman, a hybrid woman, and a traditional woman, you can also check that out on my YouTube. A traditional woman is the only woman that I will pick up. Because I'm going to tell you something about traditional women. They don't tend to date more than one man at a time. They don't. Traditional women really only date one man at a time. My mom is a traditional woman. They only date one man at a time. They don't do 2, 3 men at a time. Some of these women out here today have rotations of 5 or 6 men. So when you look at this situation, if it's not a traditional woman, if it's a hybrid woman, and a hybrid woman is that woman that's right in the middle. She has some traditional traits. She has some modern traits, but she leans a little bit more traditional. They got to come to you as well. And modern women definitely got to come to you. Because modern women only truly care about themselves. Coco said, when we really want to see you, there's no such thing as distance. She's absolutely right. There's no such thing as distance. Oh, women will always find a way to get to the man that they want to be with. So if you ask a woman, hey, I made reservations for us at Fleming's here, and she's like, oh, that's far. Yeah, it's in my neighborhood. It's in my vicinity. If she said, well, why can't we meet in the middle? Say, because I have a rule. On the first date, when I know a woman is dating multiple men, I want to make sure that she's really into me. And therefore, I ask her to come to me on the first date. Now, when you arrive, you'll be well taken care of. You'll be treated very well. But you must come to me on the first date. That simple. It's truly that simple. If she says, oh, no, I can't get with that, be like, okay, I understand. Hang up, move on. And that's where most of you men get in trouble, right there. That's where most of you men get in trouble, right there. Because you don't want to move on. It's Kevin Samuels' birthday, so in honor of Kevin Samuels, you go into simp mode at that time, men. When that woman says, let's just go back. Let's just go back. So you're on the phone with her, right? And you guys are talking, or you on FaceTime, and you say, hey, I got us some reservations set up, at Fleming's. It's going to be really nice. We got a good table. After that, we're going to go to this comedy spot. It's really cool. After that, if we're feeling great, we might go have some drinks and dance. She's like, oh, that sounds really dope. That's a really good date. Be like, yes, I believe in treating the women that I take out well, because the only women that I take out on dates are those women who I'm very attracted to. And I only want those women to go out on dates with me. So if you're not really attracted to me, I want to make sure that you're for someone else and not me, because I don't want to waste my time. So you're having that conversation, and you get to the point where you give her the address and the information for the restaurant, and she does a quick Google search, and she said, oh, that's kind of far from me. That's when you say, yes, it's close to me. Then she's going to say, well, can't we just meet in the middle? Can't we just meet somewhere in the middle? That's when you say, I have dating rules, and I follow those dating rules. And those dating rules are meant to benefit not just you, but also me. And one of my dating rules is, if a woman is dating multiple men, and I met you online, if a woman is dating multiple men, and I met you online, so I know you have multiple men that's matching with you, then she comes to me on the first date, because that way I can know whether that woman is truly into me, not bored, not just looking for something to do. It's not a foodie, not a booty, but a foodie call. I know that she's very interested in me. Now, I understand that you're making a sacrifice to come see me. So I want you to know that when you come to see me, when you arrive, from the moment that you arrive to the moment that you leave, you'll be treated very, very well. Now, some men will crack under the whip, under the pressure of, well, I think things should be equal 50-50. I think we should meet in the middle, somewhere in the middle. You ain't paying 50-50 on the bill, gentlemen. Do not go Dutch with a woman, ever. The only way a woman can pay anything for you is if you guys are intimate. Boyfriend and girlfriend, husband, wife, or you're working towards boyfriend and girlfriend and you're being intimate. Otherwise, don't allow a woman to pay for anything, because guess what? As soon as that situation don't work out and you say, hey, it was nice meeting you, but I'm going to move on, guess what's going to happen? Cheap MFer made me pay for my own food. All of a sudden, she starts impugning your character because she's hot, because you guys aren't going to be an item. So you pick up the tab, gentlemen. Pick up the tab. I know you guys don't like the money, but money. That's what men do. They pay. They pick up the tab. So if she says, oh, no, I'm not coming to you, be like, okay, I respect that. So you gonna meet me in the middle? No, I'm not. If you change your mind, feel free to give me a call. Have a good night. Hang up, gentlemen. That simple. That easy. Can you do it? Can you do it? See, here's the thing. Y'all want this. Y'all want that female situation. So you'll do anything. You'll sip out of control. We're not going to be doing that, gentlemen. We're not going to be doing that. We're not going to simp out of control. My man Stephen Moore just said he does that. Let's give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause for doing that. So, here's the thing that I want to express to men. When you take control of your own life and you have belief and faith in yourself, you will attract more women. And those women will get on your game plan, because you're going to take good care of them when they arrive. So they're going to know every single time I go out with Don P, he takes good care of me. So if he's asking me to come over here or to go over there, I'm cool with that, because every single time I get with him, I have an amazing time. Yes, gentlemen, that's where we are. That's where we are. And you're going to have to be willing to let some women go. You're going to have to be willing to let some poom poom go, gentlemen. I know. I know. You're going to have to be willing to let some poom poom go and some people go. And you don't want to, but this is a part of changing your life and changing who you are as a man and as an individual. When I start learning to let women go that didn't want to work with me and didn't want to get on my timeline and my game plan, my life was a lot better off. I stopped having stress and drama and grief. When I started applying my dating rules, I stopped having issues dating. That's what these dating rules do for you. They're meant to get you the right woman or women. They're meant to ensure that you're only going out with women who are excited and enthusiastic about going out and dating you. Not women who are like, well, I guess I'm gonna go out with him tonight, girl, because I'm a little bit bored. I ain't got nothing else to do. It's a Tuesday night. He gonna be buying tacos and shots, so I'm gonna go get towed up. He know he ain't getting none. I'm still going over to the baby daddy's house after. I'm gonna let the baby daddy clap my cheeks because you know how he know how to do that thing. But you know, baby daddy ain't got no money. He broke, so I'm gonna go out with this guy. That's what happens, gentlemen, when you go out with women who you don't vet properly, who's not excited and enthusiastic about dating you. You pay the bill, and Pookie and Ray Ray clap the cheeks. Get a round of applause for Pookie and Ray Ray clapping the cheeks, ladies and gentlemen. You paying the bill, Pookie and Ray Ray clapping the cheeks. There is a surefire way to never go through that. And that surefire way is following these dating rules because they absolutely positively work. Do not go to a modern woman or a hybrid woman on a first date when you know good and well she's seeing 5, 6, 7, 8 other men. You don't know if you are rising to the top in terms of attraction. The only way that you can tell is by making her put some skin in the game. Like I said to you, gentlemen, if women are not really attracted to you, they ain't driving nowhere. You're going to lose some women doing this. But I guarantee you, as your confidence grows, as your vibe grows, you're going to get the right women. So we're tearing down, because a lot of you guys are out here dating some shameful, a disgrace, shameful. What's up, Carrie? Welcome in. Shameful, some of these women that you guys are out here dating, because that's all you can get, or it's all you think that you can get. If you change your way of thinking, you start doing some of these things that we're implementing, I guarantee you that will change. I guarantee you that will change. You'll be like, oh, this is different. Yes, this is different. This is a different way of doing things, gentlemen. Now, let's move on to our next topic. And then also involves the dating rules. Now, I did a couple of videos on this, and they're picking up some steam and traction, but I want to talk about this. Some of you men don't have a problem getting a date. As a matter of fact, you have the opposite problem. You're double, triple, quadruple booked. You heard me. Some of you men, your game is tight. You got women wanting you. But the problem is, you're a liar. You're a liar. That's the problem. You're a liar. And what do I mean? You're keeping all of those women through lies. You're not telling the truth. You're keeping all of the women that you have through lies. They all think they're number one. They all think they're the only one. They all think that you love them. They all think that you're their boyfriend. You're not being honest. And that's against the rules, gentlemen. It is against the rules to not be honest. Now, there is another group of men out there who are in relationships or are married, and they have side chicks, mistresses, sneaky links. They have these things on the side. I was one of those men. I'm going to go ahead and crack Don P for being one of those men. I was one of those men. I'm not afraid or ashamed to say it, because I have come to a new level in my life. You don't want to give up your wife or your girlfriend, nor do you want to give up your side chick or your mistress or your sneaky link. But you're always looking over your shoulder, ain't you? You can't go into this area of town because this is where such and such live. You can't go into this area of town because this is where such and such live. You're calling and making sure that this woman is going to be there for this period of time and she's not coming back home. You're juggling everything. You're juggling. And you're going to get caught. Trust me. You're going to get caught. That's just how it is. You're going to get caught. And when you get caught, it's going to be a disaster. Just like mine was. It's going to be a disaster. And then you're going to have to grovel and beg. And men should not be in those positions. And I'm going to tell you how not to ever be in that position. I'm going to tell you how to legitimately have multiple women. I'm going to tell you how. Honesty. That's the secret. See, women aren't as frail as we would like to believe that they are. If you're honest with a woman and you let her make the decision about whether she wants to deal with you or not, you can have peace and date multiple women. Listen, love, I like you a lot. I enjoy spending time with you. But you got to understand that you are not the only one that I date. I will not bring you any diseases. There won't be no babies popping up. There won't be any embarrassment. But at the end of the day, I date other women. I understand if you can't get with that. But if you can, when you're with me, you will be treated very well every single time. I will always treat you well. Some men are not cheaters. Some men are just poly. Sorry. I know ladies ain't gonna like it, but men ain't really excited about having sex with the same woman for the next 50 years. No man is out here like, woohoo, I get to have sex with the same woman for the next 50 years. Sorry, ladies. Men don't think like that. Men do it so they won't lose half of their 401k, half of their retirement savings, half of their house. So they won't lose their kids. So this is what happens. This is what happens. So, it becomes a situation where if you don't tell the truth, you're going to be spending a lot of time. You're going to be spending a lot of time making up lies. And the problem with lies is you got to keep making up more and more lies to cover up the previous lies. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. So, again, let's talk about it. Polyamory is growing, not only in this country, but in other Western countries. Now, plural marriage is a thing in 58 countries around the world. Plural marriage is recognized. 58. It's recognized. And in other countries, while it's not officially, formally recognized, those cultures accept that. They accept plural marriage and multiple poly relationships. You think about it, Nigeria, I think I was reading Nigeria has something like a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 ratio of women to men, but everybody is in a committed relationship or married. Because the men are marrying multiple women. You look at the war in Ukraine and Russia, they were already hurting on manpower. It was already a disproportionate number of women in Russia and Ukraine to men. This war is only going to exacerbate that. There are 11 countries right now, 11, that will pay men to move there and marry women. And some of those countries condone and accept plural marriage. Now, here's the thing. I think plural marriage actually could be a good thing in the black community for the single moms. Single moms, especially if you have a son. If man A can afford you, and each one of you guys have a son, and he can be a father to all of them, and he can take care of all of those households, why not? You guys are in plural poly situations right now. You got a boyfriend, but you're smashing the baby daddy when the baby daddy come over to watch the kids or see the kids. You got the dude in Miami, the dude in Atlanta, and the dude in LA. You smashing all of them, ladies. So you really telling me you're not in a poly situation? A lot of men are running rosters with ladies, and they're in poly situations, and they just don't know it. You ain't even know it. You're in a poly situation, you don't even know it. And I don't believe in that. I believe in people being honest. And ever since I was able to come to this realization, it's like, hey, Don P, you got to be honest with yourself. If you can be honest with yourself, you can be honest with others. And ever since I was able to come to that realization, you know what? Things got a hell of a lot better in my dating life. I got zero stress in my dating life. None. No stress. There is no lies. There is nothing that needs to be understood, made up. We all know what's going on. Anybody that I'm dating knows what it is. And that's how it should be with you, gentlemen. That's how it should be. Now, I'm not saying you turning over this leaf and being honest with everybody is going to be happy-go-lucky and nothing bad is going to happen. Some of you guys are going to lose women. You're going to lose wives, get divorces. But on the other side of that, there's freedom. I can tell you that because I've done it. On the other side, there's a measure of peace and freedom. I sleep better, eat better. There is a measure of peace when you can pick up the phone and you can say, hey, love, what's going on? How you doing? Friday? I can't do Friday, love. I have a date. I'm going out with Kim. What about Saturday? Can we do it Saturday? All right, that works. Let's do it Saturday then. All right, love, I'll see you Saturday. Do you know the level of peace that you can have and how much stuff that you can get done in your life when you don't have any stress or any drama when it comes to women? All you got to do is be honest. If they want to rock with you, let them rock with you. If they don't want to rock with you, they can get on. It's that simple, gentlemen. But you guys out here lying to women and sneaking around, man, it's corny. It is very corny. It's corny. You're lying to women and you're sneaking around. That's not cool, man. You got to be honest with your women. You might have this one girl because your main girl don't like to give that gawk 3000 with the two-hand twist. You might have a girl that cooks really well and your girl can't cook at all. At the end of the day, I address issues that are actually happening. You guys are out there with multiple women and you need to be honest because that's why your Jordan's getting cut up while women are writing cheater on the side of your car, flattening your tires, busting out your windows because you're not honest. You be honest. You let them decide whether they want to deal with you based upon you being honest. Let them make the decision. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I think is embarrassing and shameful? When a man is lying to a bunch of women, they find out and he does this. I don't want to hear it. Stop crying. See, you thought you was the man because you had multiple women, but then they found out. They set you up. Someone was telling me that there's a Facebook page that is for women. It's a group. Are we dating the same man? Some of y'all getting ready to get caught. Some of y'all, by the time you see this broadcast, might be caught. I mean, we're living in an informational world, gentlemen. You slide in the DMs and you married. You, what are you doing? You need to have a conversation. You want to date? You got a wife and you want to date someone else? You need to talk to your wife about that. If she won't let you, maybe it's time to find a wife that will let you, if that's who you truly are. I'm a creator. I create. Sometimes having different women in my presence give me unique and different creative vibes. So I like it. I enjoy having, okay, me and her, we go and we go to this nice wine spot and kick back and just talk and drink, and that's it. Me and her, we do this. Me and her, we do this. She's a pleaser. So whenever, and she's a massage therapist. So whenever I'm achy and in pain, I go over there, I cook for her, we eat, and she gives me a massage. Why you can't be honest, gentlemen? See, I don't respect men that have multiple women who can't be honest with all those women. I respect men who have multiple women that's honest with all those women. So if you are with one of your women in Whole Foods and y'all run into another one of the women that you're seeing and you say, "Hey, Kim, you know Nikki, Kim." That's what I respect. Honesty. Because we're grown adults and everybody know what we're getting into and what we're dealing with. That's the way that it should be. That's the way that it should be. This whole sneaking around and stuff, it's not cool, man. It shouldn't be that way. And a lot of you gentlemen, you're in love with your mistress. You're in love with your side chick. You love your wife, but you're in love with your mistress, in love with your side chick. Your wife divorced you, you lose all your stuff, and you can't afford to buy your side chick those nice presents. You're gonna lose everything, brother. Come on. We know how this thing goes. You're gonna have to think about this and come to a reality within yourself, gentlemen. Hey, I need to be honest. You're gonna have to think about this and come to the reality that same reality I had to come to. All this lying, Don P, this ain't where it's at. That's why you're all stressed out, can't sleep well, stomach is hurting because you got all of this nervous energy because you're a liar. So that's what we got to do. Now, I want to move on to another topic, and this will be the last topic for this evening. And this topic is going to hurt certain people because there's a lot of feelings and mixed emotions about this topic. Matter of fact, I think I probably got banned off of TikTok for a video that went viral on this topic. Passport Bros. Yeah. Let's talk about Passport Bros. Now, there's a lot of definitions for Passport Bros or Passport Kings, Blue Book Gentlemen, etc. But in my opinion, best way to describe these men is they are men that are not happy with the dating culture in the United States, and they're looking outside of the United States to date more traditional women. I think that that is a fair definition for passport bros. They do not like the dating scene here. They're unhappy with it. They're looking for more traditional wives. And they've decided to pursue that in other countries. Some of the top countries being the Philippines, Thailand, Colombia, Brazil. Now, I have my suspicions on why there's so much vitriol and anger towards the passport bros, but I want to go through a couple. I think these men that women actually said that they did not want because they make 60 grand a year, or they make 50 grand a year, or they don't drive the nicest car or live in the best neighborhood. But these are quality, worthy men that make this country move and run every single day. Women are saying, no, you got to make over $100,000 a year to even get my attention. These men are like, you know what? I love what I do. I don't make as much as I want to make, but I love my job and it plays an important role in society. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm about to start coaching a guy who's a teacher. Teachers don't make nearly as much as they should. Teachers are very valuable. They don't make nearly as much money as they should. They're very valuable to society. But guess what? He's a teacher, and the girl that he's dating, the woman that he's dating said to him, she said, well, can you put half the down payment on this $400,000 house? And he was like, no, not at this particular point. I don't have the 60 grand right now to put on that house. Okay, well then you can't date me. He was heartbroken, and I told him, don't be heartbroken over that. She told you exactly where she stands. That's a good thing. Your job is honorable. He was like, well, I want to make some more money. I was like, we can help you with that. That's one of the things that I coach on. Side hustle, side gigs that would be best for you. Like, I'm going to work with him to put together a tutoring business for kids that need extra help that will pay triple his hourly wage as a teacher. Triple. There's a lot of different things that man with that degree can do. Sometimes it just takes other people, coaches and other people, help you figure that out. One of the things that I'm good at is creating a way to to monetize someone's talent and ability. I will find a way. If you got a degree, if you got talent, if you got ability, and I'm coaching you, then you say, hey Don, man, I need to get my money up. That's fine. Let's get your money up. We will find a way. But he is now talking about becoming a passport bro. And I told him, I said, before you decide to make that jump, because that's a big jump, let's go through a couple months of coaching and see how you feel after 2 or 3 months of coaching. If you still feel like you want to make the jump to be a passport bro, then I will assist you. Because I've been to all of the places that the passport bros are going. And I'm actually going to a couple of those places, Thailand and the Philippines, pretty soon to do some street interviews and talk to my good friend Pharaoh out there, who is a passport bro and living a great life. Pharaoh, I see you. I'll be out there. So I told him, I was like, give me some time. If you are not satisfied and happy with this coaching that I do for you, and you still want to go over to the other side, I'll help you. I'll help you. I have contacts. I have, the ability to help you get over there. I'll help you. A lot of times, men lock into one woman, and that woman is not really locked into them. And gentlemen, you got to be careful about that. You have to be careful about locking into a woman that's not locked into you. If a woman is locked into you, she'll never make a hard working man feel like he's less than. The very things that women and men enjoy. People that work in the sewers, people that work in the hot sun on rooftops. Mr. Amazing said facts. People that work at FedEx, people that load our luggage. These guys are the unseen heroes of our country. We take so many things for granted that men who women say are dusties and they don't make enough, if they stopped, if those men just said, you know what, I'm good, I'm not going to be doing this anymore. If all those men stopped, our whole world will collapse. The whole damn thing will come down. We can't live and make it without the people that make sure that our water is clean and clean our sewers and pick up our trash and come and install our gas and do the roofing and the flooring. These are hardworking men, and a lot of times they make $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year. And then when women are out here on social media and other places saying, oh, well, that's not enough for me. You got to make at least $100K. You got to make at least $250K. How dare you? You'll be standing on dirt right now in those hills if it wasn't for men that knew how to pour concrete and lay down flooring. You wouldn't even have a car to drive. There's a lot of things that require manual labor, the oil, the gas, things that we don't even understand how much we use that petroleum is in. There are some women that's doing these grimy jobs. It's a very small percentage. These are some hard-working men putting their lives on the line, risking their lives to do this. You ever drove on the street and saw someone jackhammering? Their whole body is shaking. They be grown men, whole body shaking. So I'm going to say this. I think Passport Bros is a good thing. I think that there's a lot of women who are upset that men won't try to level up to their ridiculous standards. Some men just like working with their hands. They like putting on roofs. They like painting. And you want them to make $350,000 a year. You want them to level up to have a chance to date you. And they can go, based upon what they're making right now, they can go to Thailand, the Philippines, Colombia, Brazil, be in the top 1% of earners. And guess what? That woman is going to love them, care for them, take care of them. That's the real problem. Let's lean into it. Women are upset at the Passport Bros because they refuse to level up to their ridiculous requirements. Yes, ladies, some of these requirements that you have for men are ridiculous. And you think that men should kill themselves to try to level up to your requirements when they already have a solid job, a job that we need in society to be successful as a people. You want them to level up. Well, you should be making at least $190,000 a year, $250,000 a year. Really? Because if everyone made that, do you know what would happen? It would be normal, like $50,000 a year is normal now. And y'all will then say, ladies, well, you should be making $500,000 a year now. There is nothing wrong with being a dope, good, tax-paying, hard-working man, citizen that takes care of his bills, goes, punches the clock, looks after his mother, his family. There's nothing wrong with that. Those men should not be made to feel less. So those men are saying, you know what? I'm not becoming subservient to your ridiculous wish list. I'm not doing that. Your requirements are way out of order. And I think a lot of women are getting upset at men who are becoming passport bros because they won't do this. Because they know good and well that they know in their heart of hearts that that's going to increase the competition. They know this. It's already a shortage of men now. And women got all of these unrealistic expectations of leveling up. He needs to be making at least $300,000. Man, if you don't get out of here. Man, if you don't get out of here, you giving men these unrealistic expectations and they busting their asses making sure that our electricity is working, our water is working, our heating is working. These are the guys that work for Edison, the power company, Duke Power, all these places, and they make $77,000 a year, and you gonna look that man in the eye and tell him he's not good enough to date you because he doesn't make $300,000 a year? Hell no. No, that's no good. We're not doing that. Mm-mm. No way, no how. So those men are saying, I've had it. I'm going overseas. Now, even for the men that are going overseas, I want to talk about my coaching. I just launched it, and we're having our first group of classes on the 25th. And it's 4 classes. It's $99. You can email me at donpsounds@gmail.com. New website is going up so that you can book your classes and everything there. And we're going to talk to you guys about if you want to become a passport bro, here's what you need to do, visa requirements. If you don't want to be a passport bro, but you're having a hard time dating, here, let's look at your dating profile, where you're going to date. We're going to get into a lot of this stuff, including the way that men dress, the way that men present themselves, etiquette, how you introduce yourself, how you walk into a room. A lot of men out there have untapped potential. And the reason I know it is because they're in my inbox all the time. And I go to their page, I be like, bro, you 6'3" and good looking, but your haircut looks crazy because you're trying to cut it yourself. So we need to find you a barber. You need to wear these type of suits. You need to change to this. That's what we do at coaching. We help you become the best version of yourself so that you can attract the business that you want to attract, the people that you want to attract, and thirdly, the women that you want to attract. Just because you short, and if you are short, if you under 5'9", because that's the average size of a man in the United States. If you're under 5'9", and you having a hard time dating, there's some tips and tricks that I give to people in coaching, and I'm going to be giving them on the 25th in our first class for men. And if you want to get on, you got to get on right now, gentlemen, because the class is filling up, and I can only do so many because people are going to have questions, and we want to be able to answer everyone's questions. So that's $99. It's 4 classes. It's a group session. It's going to be on Zoom, but I'll be able to share my screen with you guys and show you guys a lot of things so that we can definitely help a lot of you guys. Some of you guys are going through breakups, and you need coaching on how to go no contact the right way. I did a video on this the other day. No contact doesn't work. It only works if you do it the right way, if you resolve the underlying issue. That's the only way that no contact works. If you don't resolve the underlying issue, no contact does not work. Because you get horny or hungry, or you just miss the way she smells, or you have a bad day, and you contact. And that's when things start to fall down again, don't they? So no contact can't work unless you do certain other things, gentlemen. That's very important. Now, a couple other things about the classes. If you miss class 1, I am going to let, if I have enough spaces, people to get in, and I'll just prorate the amount of classes. But I wouldn't recommend missing class 1 because class 1, we're going to go over a lot of foundational pieces, so you're going to have to get caught up. But it's $99, 4 classes. It works. Coaching works. Someone coached me. I had to go to the School of Hard Knocks out here. Worked for free. Was a runner, gopher. I know what it means to struggle. And a lot of you men just haven't had anybody to believe in you. You got untapped potential, and you haven't had anybody to believe in you. But that's what we do over here. We not only believe in you, over here, we help you. We say, hey, yes, we believe in you, but we pulled up this information for you that can be of some help. We found these people that can help you with this. Or those people, we know we have this contact over here. That's what we're really building. We're building a coalition of people that can help each other out. No matter what you might do. That's what we're doing. So I appreciate you guys being here. We're going to go ahead and wrap up Men's Monday for this March 13th, Kevin Samuels' birthday. And I'll say one more word about Kevin Samuels. And this is very personal to me. I'm a black man. And I remember when Kevin Samuels died, May the 5th of last year. I remember I saw a lot of women in our community dancing on his grave. And you know what that did? That created a martyr. And now, so many people have popped up. Kevin Samuels' belief system and what he was teaching, his philosophy, it's not going away. Because women in our community, my community, the community that looks like me, danced on his grave. So it's not going away. That man did thousands of videos. That's going to be around for forever. He might have faded into obscurity if certain women in our community hadn't danced on that man's grave, but not now. You made a martyr out of him. So rest in peace, Kevin. Steven said Kevin Samuels is the GOAT. Yes, he is. And I appreciate you guys for watching this live. We'll be back next Monday. And next Monday, we're going to have the full-on chat going. We're going to have some really cool camera angles. Dope set. It's going to be really nice. We got a lot of good things going on. Again, if you want to be a part of the classes, you need to email me, donpsounds@gmail.com. The website will be up within the next 2 or 3 weeks, and you guys can book your classes there. But we're going to have a really good time. So thank you, guys. I will talk to you soon.